Okay, a solution of 0.6 grams of lead nitrate. So 0.6 grams lead nitrate is added to a solution containing 2.6 grams of potassium iodide. Okay, so we've got two things going on here. Okay, we know it's a limiting reactant question because we've got a set amount of both reactants and neither has been said to be in excess. So we need to figure out which is the limiting reactant to figure out how much product we'll get. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is figure out how many moles of each we have. So moles of potassium iodide is this mass value. So always remember, moles is mass divided by the molar mass. Okay, so 2.60 grams divided by the molar mass of potassium iodide, which is 166. So we have 0.0157 mole of potassium iodide. How many mole of lead nitrate do we have? So we've got 0.6 grams of it, and our molar mass is 331.2. So three significant figures, 0.000181 mole of lead nitrate. Okay, so now we have to figure out what's the limiting reactant. So let's look at our ratio here. Now this is saying for every 2 potassium iodide, I need 1 lead nitrate. Okay, so in other words, for every one of these, I need half the amount of lead nitrate. Conversely, for every one of these, I need double the amount of potassium iodide. Okay, so I've got, in reality, I have this much potassium iodide. Now, do I have half the amount to react to use up all of this? Okay, so if I was to halve this value, 0.0157 divided by 2 is 0.0078785. Now that's the mole of lead nitrate that would react with all of this. Now, do I have that much? Do I have that much lead nitrate in reality? Well, no, I don't. So that tells me that the lead nitrate is going to limit this reaction. It's going to be used up before all of this is going to be used up. So this is the limiting reactant. Okay. So in other words, potassium iodide is in excess. Not all of it's going to be used up because there's not enough lead nitrate to react with it. Okay, so we now know that the lead nitrate is my limiting reactant, the lead nitrate. So now I need to figure out how much precipitate is formed. So this is my precipitate because it's got the solid there. Okay, now I always use the mole value of my limiting reactant to find out the amount of product. So the mole of my limiting reactant is that value that we just determined. So the limiting reactant is lead nitrate. So 0.00181. Now just very quickly, you can use the molar ratio method, etc., but this is my limiting reactant, this is the product. It's a 1-to-1 ratio, so I'm just going to quickly write that we get the same mole amount of lead nitrate, of lead iodide. Okay, 0.00181. So hopefully everyone's okay with that. Now I just need to calculate the mass, which is this value multiplied by the molar mass. Okay, using the equation mass equals moles times the molar mass. So the molar mass of lead iodide is just working it out now, 207.2 is 461. So multiply that through 181. Okay, so the mass is 0.83 grams. 0.83 grams. Okay, I'm going to do another video just going through this in a way that may help you if you can't just figure out the limiting reactant by just looking at it. Okay, so that's the first video, but I'll go through this again in a different way.